I graduated high school a semester early. I moved back to Chicago with my mother. I remember getting a phone call from my mother. I was in my college apartment. We were in the midst of having a party. Partay. And my mom calls me and she says, David, what you doing? And I said, Mom, well, it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm, I'm kicking it. And she says, well, your brother's in the hospital with pneumonia. We need you to come to the hospital. When I walked into the hospital room, my brother, who is an extremely handsome man, didn't look like my brother. And I remember the doctor just talking. And I just remember seeing gums flapping, and all I heard was tuberculosis, hepatitis B, and full-blown AIDS. I remember looking at my brother in his eye, and it was almost this helpless look, like it happened to me too. I don't know how. That was the first time that I really could say I was affected by the HIV/AIDS virus. June 19th, 2007, I get a phone call in my office. I remember everything about that day. I walked to the doctor's office, and I remember for the first time in years praying. And I know before I got to my doctor's office, I was like, what am I praying for? Like, I've never prayed. Like, this is crazy. I walked into my doctor's office, and it felt like it just happened immediately. I walked in, I was escorted to my doctor's meeting quarters. She walked in, closed the door, and her words verbatim were, sorry, but you have HIV. I always say that HIV/AIDS stole everything but my faith. I didn't contract HIV, well, I did through sex, but moreover, I contracted through ignorance. Treatment for me began at, like, I want to say 90 days after I was diagnosed. My doctor wanted to give me a couple of weeks to think about how I wanted to tackle the issue. And after I said yes, I never looked back. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that without the medication, I saw what I could have looked like. And that's my brother. And I didn't want to be an individual that knew better and didn't do better. I really found my voice because I saw so many people who allow for HIV to keep them captive. And I always remind myself that first time I went to church on that Sunday, that I was told that I was free, and I had to keep reminding myself that I was free from being ashamed. I was free from what had happened, that I had to let the past be the past and the present be the present and dream for the future.